Hmm. This is very unusual. I think I need to lead through impressions. I'm getting milky notes, a touch of something aquatic, leading into sort of green, fresh white florals, rubber, vinyl, lactones. This is a very strange perfume. Very nice though. It smells modern. I can smell the use of some of the more modern amber synthetic molecules that make up a lot of contemporary masculine slanted perfumery. But there's a freshness. There's powder, there's skin, there's metal. And I think actually with this clash of skin and metal, I'm going to... this is tough. I think this is Etat Libre's Ghost in the Shell, and I do hope it is. But let's check. Oh, no label. Okay, the Ghost in the Shell. Thank God. This is such a curious perfume. I do admit I haven't read or seen the movies or read the comics or the manga, but what I do know is that it's this cybernetic play of human and machine, very much a common dystopian narrative. You know, I'm thinking of Terminator and films like that. This to me is the warmth of human skin achieved through milky notes, achieved through some floral touches, some powdery touches, but then there's something absolutely, resolutely untouchable. It's cold and steely and a little bit impersonal. And what they've done here is they've clashed the two codes, the sacred and the profane, the natural and the unnatural. It's a really curious work. Not the sort of fragrances I tend to gravitate towards, but for those that like that style, that like a creative, innovative perfume, I think this is top notch. I'm thinking of something sci-fi. There's that wonderful Soylent Green, which is basically a very dystopian idea of a protein shake, and it's all the nutrients that the human needs to survive. So Soylent Green is what I'm thinking of, or a glass of milk. Something clinical, clerical. It's a robot working in a vinyl shop. So they sell vinyls. There's just a lot of strangeness, but there's something almost nostalgic through that milky quality. So I want to say it's something, and I think Back to the Future, the second Back to the Future, that idea of the future that never really came to be. So it's touched with a sense of nostalgic oldness. So something like, you know, working in a library, you know, handing out holographs or something like that. Not a color we can see in the spectrum that the human can see. Otherwise, I think it would be white, because when you spin the color wheel, you get white. Not this one. I would say 2250. It's not of this. It's not of this present, and it's not of the past. But for some reason, it keeps a touch of it. So it's well into the future. By nature of those musks, I take it'll last a long time on the skin, although it will soften. So I admit I haven't worn this one, but from my deduction, I'm confident in saying it would be an 8 or a 9 or even a 10. Again, I think the top notes really sort of frizzle and frazzle in the atmosphere, but it'll come into itself. I think the Cierge will be a nice 5 or 6. Etat Libre persistently proves their value and then goes even more. 10 out of 10. It's great niche house, independent, and great value for money. Robots have no gender, so I don't even know how to put it. Completely androgynous, completely.